Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am live for the weigh-in, peeps. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the zone, Mama Lou in the building. Whitney McCrackerson, Jay, what up, Kurt? Everybody hit that like. Vincent in, weigh-ins before fight night. Let's go, champ. Bill Keaveney, hit that like and share as we come in, peeps. Let's do it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let it flow. Let you guys come one, come all. Hit that like button so we know that we're live. You know how it's been. So we have to get it in. Bars. Mama Lou in the building. Counterpunch to you. And I'm looking forward to this weigh-in because, first of all, the $1 million question is, where's Martin Bakole? Is he even there yet? And there's doubt that he may not even make the weigh-in, but the good thing about the heavyweight division, you don't have to make weight. You just got to show up and show out. That's the good thing about heavyweight boxing. The main event. Absolutely. Look, we have to see what's happening. We're getting everybody there. We got my man Ade Oladipo in the building, and my man Thomas, the recognizer of the day. Jay Roos Theory in the building, swinging in. Counterpunch to you. Let's get it. Let's get it. We do have a lot of updates. Okay. We have, first off, Danny Dubois has a viral infection. Okay, he has a viral infection. Jack's man Pennant, Kurt salute, fire emojis. Absolutely. Counterpunch to you. What kind of medical does Bakole have to do? Well, he has to take tests. And I think this is one of those fly-by-night things, man. I mean, it has to be because he's actually literally flying by night. I believe he's already signed up with VADA based on the sanctioning body anyway. So it is what it is. Let's see what he has to do as far as that goes. The Last Crescendo. This is the name of the fight card, of course. Beterbiev versus Bivol 2. Ella Poteja. Ella Poteja. Hi. Counterpunch to you. So we're sitting here waiting to see what happens. Will Martin Bakole even make it? Because he's supposed to went from the Congo to Dubai to Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's his itinerary. And we don't know if he will make it. We don't know if he will show up.
Step in. I will fight Josep Parker on 2 days' notice. I'm told right now, Martin Bakole is in the air. He has to connect through Ethiopia. In here to Riyadh at about 2 o'clock in the morning. He will report to the arena in the early afternoon. He will try to pull off what has to be one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history. So Martin Bakole in and try to show everybody this is why he's one of the most avoided fighters in all boxing.
Now, so he's not even going to make the weigh-in. So, I mean, Joseph Parker, we'll see how much he weighs, but we won't see anything about Martin Bakole because he won't make it until the morning. That's a 9-hour flight. My question is, why is he taking so long? I mean, yesterday, he should have been in the air yesterday. He should have at least got there by now. Fight Beterbiev, fight. I'm back in Bakole. He better show up. It'll be my birthday during/after the main event tomorrow, starting it off with a banger of a card. Look, I wouldn't imagine if someone taking a fight like that and not be ready. You know what I mean? Like, if he's not ready, that means he shouldn't have took the fight. You can't just show up for a fight like this to this magnitude and not be in some type of shape. You got to be more than just round. You know what I mean? You have to be ready, willing, able, focused to get the job done at hand. If he didn't have a chance of hell as winning, you can't just let your desire without preparation be your only key factor, because that ain't gonna work. Because one thing about Joseph Parker, I believe Joseph Parker is ready, and I believe Joseph Parker, if there was any chance of him beating Daniel Dubois, it would have been this particular time out. Okay, the best replacement they could find. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. But he was planning on fighting this kid. Travel disruptions and a lack of preparation time, along with Parker's wheelie movement, could be a problem for Bakole. I'm just worried about jet lag. I'm worried about things like that. You know, because if you're talking about uh, overall uh, um, preparation and things like that, man, I travel a lot. I know what it's like to be jet lagged, man. Man, being on a flight that long wears you out. This is supposed to be 9, 10 hours. Okay, that's the equivalent of almost for me going from maybe Texas to Rio de Janeiro. You know what I mean? Because that's about the same amount of time. It's about 5,000 miles, 5,000 miles. And keep in mind, that's going from North America to South America. You might think, oh, that's not a lot. No, it is. It's a long. You have to fly over the Caribbean, all through Central America. Then you got to get to South America, and Brazil is south of that. Yeah, it's in South America, but it's far. So I look, when I get off those flights, I'm ready to get off that flight, bro. I don't like me personally. I don't like being in the air that long. I don't. That's a long time to be in the air, but the good thing is, we are able to prep ourselves for long flights, because like I went to Germany one time, then I went to Ireland, then I went to Turkey, so absolutely. Are you satisfied with the explanation about Dubois pullout? I mean, he's sick. I mean, I think they should. They're talking about viral infections. I think they should be more specific if they have nothing to hide. That's just how I feel personally. La Jessica, salute counterpunch in the chat. Counterpunch to you. St. Don, why I fly for 12 hours, I'm pumped and I'm awake. St. Don, I can't sleep on flights that long. Me personally, I can't sleep on a flight that long. Because if I know, like, okay, I know from Miami to Rio is 8 hours. But from Dallas to Rio is 10 hours and 33 minutes. I can't sleep like that. I might doze off a couple times, but I'm gonna put on a movie. I'm gonna put on Gladiator. I'm gonna put on another 3 hour movie, and I'm gonna put on another 3 hour movie. So I'm gonna watch three movies in the air. I don't know what Bacali's doing. Especially he's hyped up. He's psyched about being a replacement for Daniel Dubois, because so he's waiting and he's ready to shock the world. So he's ready. He's wanting to get it in there, man. He wants to show people that he is the boogeyman of the division in real time. I sleep before it's even taken off. I just load up on weed. Good for you. Johnny Wong, I'm from Scotland. Johnny Wong, Scotland in the building, or Scotland. Is it Scotland? Okay. Kurt, can you imagine that Turkey Al Sheikh did come into boxing earlier? No, I can't. Not really. Um, no, I think he came in at the right time. Well, you know what? If he would have came in 5 years earlier, we would have got that. We might have got that Wilder Joshua fight, because Al Heyman had some kind of weird control over his fighters, and it was just strange how that happened. This guy here, man. This cat, Angel Gomez. This guy won his first 8 fights, and he's lost 24 fights. He hasn't won a fight since. Crazy. Scatman Johnny, LOL. um, Vincent N. Bakole has to go from Congo to Ethiopia, then Ethiopia to Dubai, then Dubai to Saudi. That's still a journey. Yeah, bro. That's a lot of damn flights. And you would think though, and I'm really disappointed in that because that's not a jet. They're on a flight. That's a difference. That means, yeah, he's probably first class, sure, but that's not I think that's not cool, bro. I don't think that's cool. Okay, Angel Gomez came in at 132. Muhammad came in at 134.1. Airsism in the building, counterpunch to you. Yeah, Vincent in. I don't like that though. I don't like that itinerary, bro. If they wanted him there, they should definitely have a flight, man. They could have got a jet to pick him up faster than that. You know, jet there and jet back. That's just nah, man. I don't like that. Unless he's coming with a lot of people, and even so, a jet could accompany them. You know, that's the co-main event. Think about it. This is for the WBO. It's for the WBO, right? And interim, they should have picked Bakole up, bro. Now that's disappointing. I think they would have a little bit more control and a little bit more urgency than that. We could have had AJ versus Wilder and Fury if Turkey had been around. Maybe though, but like I said, man, Al Heyman had some weird stuff, man. I don't think there is nothing could get Wilder in that ring in 2019. If $100 million don't get you in the ring, you're not doing it. Deontay Wilder was brainwashed. He was brainwashed. That cat, they offered him $100 million. Now, here's the thing. You had 4 fights. They wanted him on the zone. He ended up going to the zone anyway, for a lot less money. Right? He ended up going though, didn't he? I'm not buying fight. I'm done now. They should have had a private jet, massage table. The money is worth it. Absolutely. You don't be all cramped up in a damn flight like that. Big as Bakole is, this man's 300 pounds, 6'6". So why would that be the case? I think I Parker will put a masterclass performance in this Bakole. He is not gonna stay and get hit like Anderson. No, I don't think he will either. You know what I mean? I think the best thing that could have happened to Parker is he fought Zang because I think Parker is good with fighting guys to that degree. And see, Bakole has to get closer to Parker because his arms are shorter. Hey Kurt, I'd love to know how much they offered Bakole to step in. Chet, we'll find that out. Me too, though. I would like to know that too. Honatas de Olivia, 141.8 pounds. What is he, Brazilian? Kurt, who wins? Mark Bakole versus a prime Deontay Wilder. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure because Wilder back in the day shot for that one shot. You know, um, that would have been a very intriguing fight because Wilder, I don't think would have been scared to fight him. But then again, Bakole wasn't really on the radar back then. You have to remember Bakole 6 years ago. What is he? What was he about? What, 27, 26, 27 years of age? I mean, you have to keep in mind, man. It's like, yeah, Olivia, Oliveira, really, rather. Brasileno. Okay, yeah. I thought so. I was like, Brazilian cat. Um, Kurt, who wins? Mark McCauley, Deontay Wilder Deontay would go for that right hand power. He's trying to end with one shot. That's why he throws so much, or he threw so much into one shot. You know, you guys know that he recently signed to fight Francis Ngannou. So that's the new news around the block for Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. So it is what it is, you know. Kurt, I can see Parker pot shotting his way to a decision win, possibly. But if Bakole is on and it's his A game, he can catch Parker. Some people think Bakole's overrated, beating Jared, who ain't the best. I mean, Jared did look good in his last performance. So here's how fast things can fizzle out. Things could fizzle out just like that in boxing. Simply based off the fact that Anderson didn't do too well in his comeback fight. If Bakole gets beat by Joseph Parker, Bakole then becomes obsolete. Nobody will really care. Nobody will really care that he jumped his ass on a plane and went 3,000 miles, right? To fight Joseph Parker that's been fighting or been training and ready to prepare to fight Daniel Dubois. Nobody will care about that. Everybody will just see that he lost. But yeah, pot shot in his way. I mean, that could work. That could work for a while. But see, the thing is, Mark McCauley's throwing shots from here. He's just chop, 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 chop. He's throwing these punches. He's getting in there. So it is what it is. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so we got Joshua Buatsi. He's stepping on the scene. This is going to be an interesting fight, though, man. I'm wondering to see what Buatsi can do. You know, the cards start early. Get your snacks ready today, Kurt. Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready, man. I will be ready. So, yeah, I gotta run to Best Buy, pick up another webcam. Kurt, guess any guesses on how heavy Bakole comes in? 360. Nah, he'll come in about 310. He'll come in about 310. Yeah, he'll come in about 310. It's ballsy by both fighters, brave or foolish. I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. But whoever wins gets maximum praise. So I don't really think so because Bakole, if Joseph Parker beats Bakole, he'll get credit for beating Bakole. If Bakole beats Joseph Parker, he's going to just be known and more convinced by the masses that he is the boogeyman in the division.
Are you impressed with what you've seen from Buatsi? Is he on your level? I know your past training camps, specifically against Canelo Alvarez, you felt you weren't at your best. best. Will you be at your best tomorrow night? Yeah, most definitely. And what do you have to do to win? Just be me. Say anyone performing right now. Let's get the job done. Good luck, Cal. Let's send it over to Chris.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight, man. Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith. I mean, I think that's a sleeper. Here's Buatsi now.
You came up alongside Cal Smith for many years, watched him for many years. Did you envision fighting him in the past? First of all, I said there's no truth that I envision him possibly when I was young. This promotion has been very respectful between these you two guys. But what is this fight going to look like in the ring? I think everyone knows what to expect, so wait till tomorrow. Good luck, Joshua. Thank you.
Football finish at 6:45 and then straight into boxing. Love it. Yeah, you got a full card, man. Full card. Full card of entertainment. Football to boxing. You can't beat that. UK Bliss. That's what I call it. UK Bliss. Only the best steroids on our championship. Me and my brother Jimmy Wong are starting a new company, Big Steroid Boxing Champion. Okay. We got I Get Caballel in the building. Think I did too many videos this morning. And it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I figured it out with YouTube. YouTube, man, is actually they don't promote. YouTube only promotes or gives so many notifications out every 24 hours. So if you do more than 3 videos, that's it. It's like you've shot your notification wad. You know, you've busted your notification NUTT. That's why it's only 26 people on here, because they're not sending out notifications no more. Still looking for a country. I got Buatsi, but it's going to be a close one. I feel all these fights on the card are straight toss-ups apart from Shakur fight. Yeah, if you wanted to take like a dude, the Zili Zhang's looking like he's looking like just like a evil toad right now. With the hoodie on. He's looking mad, bro. Like he ain't had a meal today. Something like that. Dinner time at UK may have something to do with it. Maybe, but you know, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Because I mean, tomorrow, no, tomorrow's gonna be lit. And I'm not doing too many videos tomorrow. So we can have all our notifications strictly for the live that will come in, and I think that's probably best. I get Caballel. He's stepping on the stage right now on the scales, you know. Okay, let's see. Is that Frank? I get Caballel coming in at 241 pounds. Now here's Big Zang. Zang steps on the scale. Dang, where was Zang at? Oh yeah, that face-off is massive. That face-off is massive. Oh, oh, yes, it's massive, bro. It's massive. I get Caballel, Zili Zhang. Dude, look at Zhang. Like Zhang looks massively a lot bigger than I get Caballel. Hey, but so did Arslan Big Mark Madal. I'm backing Big Bang. What's his chances, Kurt? Man, look, listen. Early, it's Zang. Late, past 6, I get Caballel. If I get Caballel can get past the 6th round, 7th round, it swings in his favor. But keep in mind what Zili Zhang has tended to do. What I've seen him really doing. He he saves rounds. So he may not turn up in round 4 or round 5, and then may save 4 and 5 for 8 and 9. So he's learning how to kind of disperse, what he's got going, stretch it out.
Let's go. We heard yesterday he said he was going to bang you, and then you said you were going to bang him. But can you really stand and trade with somebody who outweighs you as much as he does? I said this yesterday. Tomorrow we will see him. We don't have him. One of the two. I know Germany's been waiting for a world heavyweight champion for a long time. Your country's behind you. They think you are the next guy to do it. What's your message to your German fans? All my German fans, all my British fans, support me. Inshallah, tomorrow.
Okay, so I didn't see Zilly Zang's weight though. Did anybody catch his weight?
This guy's a very active guy in the ring. Moves around a lot. What's the key for you to tracking him down? I have to be like water, have no heat. Everything is like heat. What's your prediction for this fight?
Ooh. KO knockout. Hey, so 287. Okay, cool. 287, 286. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad for Zilly Zang because, I mean, sometimes he's about 290, 295. So you can tell he's trying to slim down a bit because he needs more in the gas tank. I hope it helps. A lot of times those guys, they're big like that and they're not able to really, carry their power. Look what happened to Andy. Andy stayed on the damn treadmill for like 4 months, 5 months, damn near a year because he didn't fight from the end of 19 all of 2020, and then 5 months into 2021 he fights Chris Arreola, and then he loses a lot of weight. You can tell his head's big and his body's kind of small, and you know what I mean. And then when he does that, he gets chinned. So it's crazy. And I don't think that he's ready. I'm like, dude, why does Israel Madrimov, why is he looking like Gennady Golovkin, like a young Golovkin? He's looking like, dude, it's like Golovkin reincarnated. Israel Madrimov, I am looking forward to this fight. If we have a fight, they have to make weight in order for the fight to be a fight. Okay? Here we go. So, Israel Madrimov, I seen the combinations that he was putting in yesterday. Very impressive stuff. Like Virgil Ortiz pretty much fights one way. So if you can deal with that aggressive style, because he's coming at you. He's them rock'em, sock'em, robot, combination, flurry fighting, let's get it on type Mexican fighters. That's Virgil Ortiz Jr. Madrimov is more methodical. He's more of a, hey, let me try to add some sense with this chaos. Okay. Some reason with the rhyme. Whereas Virgil Ortiz is coming at you. So we have to see how he can handle that pressure from Virgil Ortiz. That's what I want to see. Because Madrimov, we know he can fight. He went 12 rounds with Terrence Crawford, and ain't nobody did that in a very long time. So we know he has skill. We know he has poise. We know he has control. So we have to see what he can do. Let's see, where is he at? 152 pounds, Israel Madrimov. So he makes the weight. Actually, he's a little under the weight, honestly, but he still made it, right? Sky Sports, TNT channel, it's on. I got Bivol, Caballel, Parker. Here we go. Here's Virgil Ortiz. 153.1 Virgil Ortiz Jr. It is a fight, people. So now we have Virgil Ortiz Jr., Israel Madrimov, right here again. Here we go. I didn't put this fight down on my Aka parlay too hard to call. Can see it going either way. Virgil outworking his way to a win, or Madrimov is going to box his head off. Yeah. That face off, dude. Virgil Ortiz looks like he got the 1,000-yard stare. Madrimov's looking at him like, I will break you. Don't worry. Inshallah, I will break you. Ortiz looks tired. Weight cuts still causing him bother probably. Well, I mean, he's moving up in weight. He's tall. You got to keep in mind he's tall. He's a tall cat. Look him behind Oscar De La Hoya. He's a tall dude. And I think he still may need room to grow. So he went from a nice weight to another weight. From 147 now to 154. Here's Madrimov as he comes in. Let's hear what he has to say.
Typical. Do you expect this fight to be compared to that fight? Yeah, this fight different, but we're just stuff. And quite very aggressive fight. I think it's very interesting fight. So he's got a lot of hype coming around him. Do you think he is as good as everybody seems to think that he is? We have to see it tomorrow.
Okay, Ryan Watterson. He had Ramdo a few times and hurt his kidneys. Ouch. Yeah, bro. Ramdo is no joke. Let me tell you guys something. Back in 2015, I started back training excessively, which I should have done because I was kind of sitting on the couch. 2015, I was engaged to be married in 2015. So I put on a lot of weight. 2014 I was shredded. 2015 from 14 to 15 I put on about 40-50 pounds, maybe about 45 pounds. And I mean good weight though. I mean it wasn't bad. I wasn't, but yeah, but I was eating like a puerco. And I went back and I went a little too hard, man. And as a matter of fact, my back started hurting. I had all this pain, and I had Ramdo. I know what that's like.
Did you see things in his game that you could take advantage of? I mean, everyone's gonna have some cheeks on Harvard, I'm not Crawford, so I mean, everyone's gonna come up for me, and it'll be up to me to expose them. Your fight against Sergey Boychuk was widely considered the fight of the year in 2024. You think this fight has that potential? It has the potential, and for sure has the potential to steal the show too. Good luck, Virgil. Thank you.
So we got Oscar De La Hoya behind him. And I bet you De La Hoya in Saudi Arabia, I think he feels free. You know what I mean? Because like it's a blessing, I feel, especially when you have like weaknesses or you have like substance abuse issues, and then you go to a country where you don't have to worry about any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to worry about alcohol, drugs, or any of that. That's why you see, and if you look at Oscar De La Hoya, he's been in the gym. He kind of motivated me earlier today because I went to the gym. I went to the gym this morning, and I just he was putting that jab in, bro. Better be fight, sleep, fight. Bakole is an idiot for taking this fight on a short notice and traveling to Saudi on a short time. Well, I mean, it is what it is, Africa Queen, unless he wins. You know what I mean? The Zang rap song is quality. Hamza Saraz is in the building. He's taking on Adamas. Did Oscar clap back yesterday? I don't think so, man. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about Oscar. I think he's just really focused on the moment and the event at hand. It's kind of hard to talk about people that, you know what I mean? That's actually right there. But yeah, Chet, I don't know. Kurt, who will win? Jared Anderson versus Joseph Parker. I don't know. I mean, we may see that fight one day, especially depending on the outcome. So Carlos Adamas is in, Shiraz is in. The height is crazy. That's a tall boy, man. 159 pounds. Hamza Shiraz. He makes the middleweight limit. Sucks that Daniel's not here, but I saw your video on Daniel's last interview, and you could tell that he was not his normal self. Seemed like he had no energy. Something, man. Something was wrong with him. That's all I'm gonna put it. That's all I'm gonna leave it. You know. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I can tell you, look at Hamza, bro. Hamza's tall. He's up there with Eddie, and Eddie saw all the 6'4". Look at Adamas, like Adamas is trying to like stretch his neck to look taller. Like that's not gonna help you, muchacho. Eres muy alto, demasiado, pero tú se puedes gano esta pelea. Tuite. Vamos a dame. Vamos a dame. Dominicano en la casa. Dominicano en la casa. Daniel, hello. I'm Daniel Dubois. Hmm. Daniel, hello. Feel better. Hello. How are you? Don't quit. Don't quit. Bakole is hungry for the money. He had a lot of pulled out fights. Hey, it is what it is.
You had a big smile on your face all week long. One of the happiest guys I've seen to be here. You said you're gonna knock this guy out. You said you're gonna decapitate him. Why are you so confident coming at this fight? Porque llegaste frente a sonriendo súper feliz. Le he dicho que lo va a decapitar, que lo va a noquear. ¿Por qué no estás confiado? Por mi trabajo, por mi forma de pelear, por mi forma de brindarle espectáculo al público, por el tipo de peleador que soy. Yo pienso que será un peleador fácil para mí.
Wow, muy fácil para mí.
He's got the size. You've got the experience. You've fought a lot of good guys in your career. Can that experience be an advantage? Él tiene tamaño, pero tiene la experiencia. Lo veo con muchos buenos peleadores. Esa experiencia es una ventaja para ti. Exacto. Esa es mi ventaja, esa es mi clave. Tener esa experiencia, saber que enfrenté grandes peleadores, grandes nombres, grandes rivales, no he podido vencerme. No creo que pueda vencerme. Yeah, my experience is my advantage. Knowing that I face big fighters, big names, and that's the key for me to win. Good luck, Carlos. Thank you.
Well, I'll say this: everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. You know, Ryan. How many times you think I heard this something wrong with you? Okay, so I guess Parker's coming out by himself. Maybe he's coming out by himself. I'm not sure.
Championship of the world. We will welcome first the challenger. Fighting out of top wins, 4 wins, coming by way of knockout. Here is the highly ranked and undefeated challenger, Josh
Josh Padley. He's the replacement for Kid Austin. So, and actually he's ranked higher than Schofield. So maybe that's trivia worth knowing. Shakur looks like he's been partying with Diddy. I hope not. I don't know, man. I think that whole thing there, man. I think that's kind of that may be something for something else. Okay, Padley's on the scales, 134 pounds. He made the weight. He's good to go. Man, look at that back tattoo. Jesus, who's that? Is that? I don't know who that is. Is that Mike Tyson? Here's Shakur Stevenson. He's got him a little sleeve going. Well, these guys like to get tatted up these days, man. 134.1. They're both the same size, man. So that's a good thing. A lot of boxers hang around that guy. Makes you wonder. Tank Davis, Devin Haney. Uh-oh. Oh, look at look look at Shakur. Shakur talking, man. Shakur's talking. A lot of boxers, yeah. Is Shakur the real deal or overrated hype? He's a good boxer. He's just not a power guy. He's not a Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Well, the thing about Shakur, though, I mean, you do all that snapping and capping, but it's like if if you're not dropping guys and taking them out, you're just talking. People get tired of that because like if you like. Here's the thing about like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner used to talk a lot. You know, poor guy. Adrian Broner now looks like he's dude. He looks like he's like he looks like he's just I don't know. Wow, didn't know that. But no, Adrian Broner looks old, man. He looks like he's about 52. 134-pound tattoo.
Shakur, a little back and forth there between you and Josh Padley at the weigh-in. What was your message to him there? I told him to beat his ass. There's a lot of energy going on there. He got a lot of energy, so let's settle it right. It's been a long week for you. I mean, how often during this week did you wonder if you were going to be able to play at all? There's a couple of times, but I stayed focused. I stayed my day. Only switches don't do nothing for me, but I'm going to shine. I'm going to shine hard. Tomorrow's my time. Preparing for a fight against Floyd Schofield, you can't find the fights a very different style than Floyd Schofield. How difficult do you think it's going to be for you to figure him out? I already told you I was amateur before, so in the amateurs you fight any and everybody on different days. This is nothing new for me. I've been here before. It's showtime. Let's do it. You're a three-division world champion, the reigning WBC world champion, 135. But last year, as you said, was a challenging year for you. Is this the kind of fight where you remind people how great you are? I promise I'm going to remind them tomorrow at my time. I'm coming to have a fight, and I'm putting it to ass. Good luck.
So, Stevenson, I'm viewing this while on patrol at work. Whitey McCrackerson in the building. Counterpuncher you, bro. It's called multitasking, man. It is a fantastic thing to do. You got Bivol or better behave. I don't know, man. It's a good fight. I like both fighters, though. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, it's jacked up, man. Dubois, that's tough stuff, man. That Dos Santos fight was quite unimpressive. It really was. I think a lot of people looked at him differently after that fight. After he took on James St. Patrick, aka Dos Santos, it is what it is. That Parker looks chunky. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I can't say it doesn't matter. But Bill Keaveney in the building. Can we have an RJ breakdown card, please? Man, let me tell you. All right, you guys asked for it. I'm gonna tell you something, Jim. This matchup, this is a switch up. I'm gonna tell you, Joseph Parker, he ready, but he was ready for a different band. Let me tell you, Mark Bakole want everybody. He hungry. He flied all the way from the Congo to Ethiopia, to Dubai, to say why, all the way to Saudi Arabia. He want it. So I think if anybody wanted more, I think it's Mark Bakole. Mark Bakole wanted more. Joseph Parker was ready for one fight. Mark Bakole ready for a lot of fights. So he flying right now to wait to make history. He ready to bust somebody up. Anybody that takes that kind of risk, they take that kind of risk and that kind of step is ready. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Listen, he do look chunky. Look at his backside. His wife been feeding him. He been feeding him rice, kelaguen, beef, chicken, pork, mayonnaise, mustard, everything. He's a big dude. I think he's trying to get muscle mass. He probably trying to eat to keep up with Bakole, but he can't keep up with Bakole because Bakole is a fast hands, but he's naturally bigger. Joseph Parker trying to eat his way into a victory. He can't eat his way into a victory. He's going to have to be slim. He's going to have to be trim. I don't like the way he look. He look a little bit too big, if you ask me. If he come in there chunky, he going to get tired. He get tired, he going to get his ass wiped up. He going to get chopped up like some collard green in South Florida, and that's how I look at it. That's what's going to happen. She's showing off with Frank Warren. It ain't nobody to see. Don't worry. When Mark Bakole get there, he going to be all he going to be. Everybody else, yeah, he chunky. He looking like David. He looking like David Tua. I thought that was David Tua for a minute. That's Joseph Tua Parker. That's what it looked like to me. He getting big. Like most folks, island folks, they big boned. They strong. They eat too much. Some of them party too much. Some of them, you got to have a diet. You have to restrict them from eating. Heavyweights, they do it all the time. Like I said, David Tua, from the time he was 1997 to 2000, he had gained 30 pounds. He don't need to be that big. Joseph Parker, he couldn't go down that path. He go down that path, and he gonna get his ass kicked. That's all that's gonna happen. That's what happened. I'm telling you. He's ready now. Let's see what he got to say.
Did you have any hesitation about taking this fight? I wanted this fight. I wanted this fight because I want to challenge myself. Multiple people out there. Very long. He's a different type of fighter than Danny Dubois. You only had a couple of days to work on the game plan. How much of it changes when it's Mark Bakole across from you and not Danny Dubois? Because the future is a big last night. I was talking about it today. That's all we'll come together tomorrow. Good luck, Joseph. Thank you.
Well, Joseph Parker, I like his attitude. I just don't like his waistline. His waistline getting too wide. Don't get too wide in the waistline. That means a lot. That means he can't swivel to get his ass in the middle. That's what he needs to do. He needs to slim down some. He needs to stop eating that Kelligwin. He needs to stop eating that Finadini. He needs to stop eating that adobo. He needs to put all that down, all that rice, all that macaroni with mayonnaise. He needs to put that down. He needs to leave that alone. He needs his wife. I love him to death. I ate with him, but I have to eat with him. I gained 4 or 5 pounds like it's Thanksgiving. That's why they eat. They like to party. They like to have a good time. They like to sit up on the palm tree. They like to dance. They like to sing. They like to do other things. That's what they like to do. But this is the fight game. You can't do that and bring 2 different worlds can't exist in the same dimension. You understand? You understand me? So this is what I need to think. I think that anybody that should be fighting shouldn't be that big like Joseph Parker. Mount Bakole might swipe him up, might wipe him up. Depends on how he is. Why are people on your comment saying Dubois is faking an illness? Well, for many reasons. The way he looked. I did a video recently. I dropped it this morning. That he did look to me. I mean, I was looking for anything that helps Daniel to give people an understanding on truth. Okay. Because you're going to think what you're going to think. If you're fans of Daniel Dubois, you're just going to think it sucks that he got sick. If you're not fans of Dubois, and let's say you are like an AJ fan or something like that, or even an Usyk fan, not necessarily a Daniel Dubois fan, you're going to think that he might have pulled out to avoid the Joseph Parker fight. Well, looking at Joseph Parker didn't look that impressive to me, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? And I don't think that he gained that much weight in the day and a half. He was going to come in like he is now. And that person, I think the person that he is right now I think he's a little bit too chunky. Just like Roy mentioned. He was a little bit too chunky. I think, I mean, we could say that he was going to destroy Parker, but I don't really know because Parker is a boxer. He's a boxer that has punching ability. He's more technical than normal fighters that Dubois, if we've seen Dubois fight recently. Okay. See, Parker fighting the way Parker fights could be a problem for Daniel because we know that Usyk definitely was a problem for Daniel and he couldn't handle that. And the only thing that I can muster up about Daniel Dubois, that's my boy Anthony Yard. Shout out to Anthony Yard. Daniel Dubois, when he gets challenged, when he gets when someone gives him adversity, that's when you see what he can do. We've seen a little bit of that in the last 3 fights. A little bit, a smidgen in the Miller fight. More so in the Ergovic fight. We've seen those type of challenges. Have we not? So that being said, I think he's done a good job. But then, a lot of people think that Daniel Dubois is on the juice. You know what I mean? I don't like to give people that jacket. I honestly don't because, again, we have enough people that are getting busted taking steroids, taking drugs. So the last thing we need is to throw people in that circle of people that are already been caught, right? Versus the ones that hasn't. So I don't know. I would love, me personally, I wish Joseph Parker pulled out and Daniel Dubois was still here. I would rather see Daniel Dubois versus Bakole than any other fight. That would have made it better because now you got someone that is the number 1 versus the guy that's the champ. So you got the IBF number 1 interim versus the IBF champion, and they're going head to head. They skipped Bakole weigh-in. No, they didn't. He's not there. Rod, he's still in the air. Bars. I'm trying to tell you. He's still flying there right now. So my thing is, why would they have him on a commercial flight when they could have got him a jet? Turkey could have done that. And I don't understand why he didn't. Unless he had a gang of people, but even so, you could put an entourage of people on a flight because it's going to be him as trainer, probably a couple other cats from back home, that, they're going to have at least 5 or 6 people. I didn't like that move. Okay. I didn't like that move. Now we have Dmitry Bivol. He's trying to get his revenge on Artur Beterbiev. I think I honestly think that he let the last few rounds go and he lost the fight that way. I think Bivol did that, and I think he did that simply based off the fact that he knew that if he would have went for the gusto, Artur probably would have hit him with something that hurt him. Because here's the thing about Artur. Artur will give you pressure, 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 pressure. But then at some point, he catches you with something flush. Just like he did Anthony Yard, just like he did Callum Smith, just like he did Marcus. What's that guy's name? He split his head open. I forget his name. But he did that with a lot of people. So that's that. Turkey doesn't want Bakole to win, so slow him up. Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, it really is what it is. Parker was paid to accept it. Surprise, surprise! Very soon, Triple D versus AJ. Turkey is the new Don King for F's sake. Well, that may be I don't know. I don't know. We got Roberto Duran, man. Roberto Duran's still looking good. I like Roberto, man. Shout out to Roberto Duran. Parker doesn't have that kind of power. I don't know. I think he's very underrated. Bivol looks cut up, bro. He looks like he's in great shape, man. 174.1 pounds for Dmitry Bivol. Enter the Dragon, Part 2. That's it. Look at the mighty bear right here. Artur Beterbiev. There will come to a point when Daniel will become himself, hopefully. £175 on the dot. Artur Beterbiev. Okay, so hey, he made weight. I really hope Bakole isn't fit fight. What? Quad life, blessings to you, brother. Here we go. Look at the staring. Look, they're looking at his eyes. Look at Artur looking at him. Artur looks a lot happier this fight than he did last fight. Artur looked kind of like he was squinting and stuff like that. Look at Bivol. Bivol looking at him in both eyes, like, dude, I want to see what you got. Look at Artur. Look, they didn't break until look at Eddie's looking at Bivol like, yeah, I like that. Because look, Bivol looks serious, bro. He looks serious. He looks serious. Look, there's no handshakes. They're just stepping to the side. There ain't nothing of the sort. These guys, they have a passive dislike for each other. Artur, big balls, bear, better be. Oh yeah, Artur's knee is ready to go. Bro. And it's crazy. Let's see what this last interview has to offer.
Challenger for a title in over a decade. You're coming up the first fight of your career. How differently does that feel to you heading into a fight? Now I'm just focused on the fight. I don't try to feel that there is some difference or something new or something old. I said enough this time and I'm just focusing on the fight and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you said you have to do more. What does that mean? What more do you have to do this time? More, everything more. Everything, just more to win, And you still got a big crowd here and a lot of support. What's your message to your fans that believe you're going to become Artur, this is our fourth and final interview. I promised before this fight starts. You got a lot of fans out here in the crowd tonight. How are you feeling going into this fight? It's only been 133 days since that last fight. That's a fast turnaround, fast comeback for you. Is that a good thing for you? I hope it's good. No injuries for you in this training camp. Has that been helpful, not having to deal with any injuries? Yes, of course, it's good. When this camp is going well. The first fight was incredibly competitive. Are you expecting this fight to look the same? I hope this fight is going to be better than the first fight. In what way? We'll see.
Ah,
A lot of things better in this rematch. What's one thing that you know that you can do better? Boxing.
Artur ain't gonna tell you shit. Yeah, so yeah, he ain't gonna tell you nothing. You know, that's one thing for certain. He's not gonna tell you anything. He's, we'll see. We'll see. That's all he's gonna say. Basically, this is Artur. Artur says he wants to knock out this fight. This fight doesn't need a co-main. Yeah, he's gonna knock him out this fight. That's what he wants to say. That's what he's saying. You know, Parker came out by himself. Here's Terrence Crawford.
Every time I speak to Dmitry Bivol, when I say Bivol, pound for pound number one, he always says you. He always says you. He's one of your biggest fans. He always says that you're Boston style. It is incredible. Do you see a bit of your style and the Bivol style that kind of punch him? Well, you know, boxers. Because I like boxers. Yeah. Boxers. I see that. One thing we did see the skills and come to the 175 pound exactly. I read it that as the weight was difficult to make it. It's going to be because it's a big guy. It's just perfect making my heavyweight. Perhaps a bit of both. Maybe more perfection. You want to be at the top end of the weight, but I'm looking for it to continue to go on the scale. So it's just sets up a fantastic one. You know what? Yeah, I'm asking all these conservative questions. I've got Terrence Crawford here. How much you weigh right now, Terrence? 160. Can I quickly ask about in a real situation? It looks like Jake Paul's going to fight Canelo. What's going to happen with my boy, Terrence Crawford? You are going to fight Canelo in September. We know that. For me, it's the fight of the generation. How excited are you? I'm very excited. Probably more excited closer to the fight. We're excited. Close to fight. We're going to ask about Terrence a couple more questions. But Chris, my next stage on stage, Chris. Thank you. I'm here with Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, guys. Final week. So
They could have cut the card in half and had a few events from it. Well, I mean, they could have, but they weren't going to do that because the whole thing is when Turkey Al-Sheikh started, it's go big, go hard, or go home. And since Days of Reckoning too, I mean, that was a huge day of boxing. And it was so big, it was so huge, it was just to the point where it was what it was. And because of tomorrow's card, because of February 22nd, I will be shutting down real early. I'll probably go to bed about 10 o'clock. Unless there's no video to be made, I'm going to try to get everything out before 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. today that I'm going to do today. And that'll be that. Because I want to be fresh tomorrow because the card starts, I believe, at 10 in the morning tomorrow. So it'll start at that time. So what is this? Oh, cool. Yeah. Nice. So absolutely. What happens if Bakole loses badly? I mean, it depends. I mean, you got to look at it what it is. Then obviously Africa Queen, it will be a mistake. It will just be a mistake. It will be a mistake that he made. They jumped the gun. They were too eager. Nah, Bill, my drums are in another state. So yeah, I don't have them with me. I don't even have them with me. When do I go live tomorrow? I go live. Let's see. I think it's 11 a.m. I want to say it's 11 a.m. tomorrow, or it might be a little earlier than that. Let's see. Yeah, man. I go live tomorrow at 10:05 a.m. tomorrow. So 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna go live tomorrow. It's gonna go live. It's gonna be long. It's going to be something that I'm looking forward to, definitely. Definitely. No, it's 10:05 Central. It's 11:05 Eastern. Okay, so you guys mark that on your calendar. So 10:05 a.m. Central Standard Time. There we go. No, the weigh-ins are over. It's done. It is done. Okay. So the weigh-ins are over. I mean, Martin McCauley is the only person that didn't get weighed in, and then he doesn't have to weigh in because he's a heavyweight. So I believe they have to take urine, blood, and all that stuff, all the necessary thing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Chisora just invaded. Oh, Chisora just invaded, did he? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. We got the Chisora invasion, huh? Let's see what happened. Uh, the one fight I cared about is Angela's. Mm. Joseph Parker versus Chisora 3. I don't know. I mean, I've seen the best of Chisora, I think. Especially fighting with someone like Parker, but this Parker is a different Parker too. Kurt Parker's too heavy. Yeah, he is heavy. And if he gets smashed by Bakole because he's too heavy, that's his fault. But he still wins Bakole. Okay. So we got some good fights, bro. In April, bro, 5th, the 12th, the 26th, we have Connor Ben versus Chris Eubank Jr. We have Dillian White versus Joe Joyce. We got some good stuff coming, man. We have some good stuff coming, no doubt. But Parker still has had advantage. Parker came to KO Dubois. I think he was. I think he, 267 is bad for Parker versus Bakole. He needs his quick feet. He was lucky he wasn't fighting Dubois. Otherwise, Dubois most likely would have won. Kurt, do you think there will be a better cards in the future? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It just depends on who's still left. I mean, here's the thing: everyone's getting beat. Everyone's getting beat, man.
So get another attacking when he has a bit of success. So I'm going to edge people, but in a fight of this magnitude with these quality fighters, anything can happen.
I mean, I don't see Chisora. Where's Chisora at? New stars will come up in the sport. The old generation most likely will go this year or next year. Yeah, we're getting the new blood in. It's time to promote the new blood. The end of an era is coming to an end. It's honestly quite sad. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to have to look forward to see who's going to take the sport by the hairs and take it to the next level. If there is going to be a next level, a lot of times, just like the last the 2 decades beforehand, we had Tyson, Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis. But then after that, we had 20 years, basically 15 years 20 years basically of the Klitschko's, and they didn't really do the justice and do the job as far as popularity and appeal goes. So, you know, but yeah, man, I've had fun tonight. I was hoping to see Martin Bakole, but I knew he was still in flight. But guys, stay tuned for tomorrow. I will be live once again, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will be here alive and in living color. You guys be blessed. Until then, everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.